Hello there. Big ol' Ram. It's a 1995 Dodge Ram 2500. It's a single cab, 4x4, diesel. It's a Cummins. And 192-ish thousand miles. So let's poke around it. It's a pretty cool truck. I've never spent a ton of time around these in diesel form. I have in gas, but not in diesel, which is the one that people want. And yeah, perhaps this one can be yours. It's gonna be up at auction, so check the auction out. Well, let's poke around this one. It's not perfect, but for, you know, a 92,000 mile Chrysler product from the 90s, it's in pretty good shape. You can tell some parts have been painted before. There's a little bit of a run in the hood here. The gap on this grille, not quite where it should be. That should be back a little bit more. But I think presents pretty well. I don't know the full extent of the paintwork. This fender's obviously been painted, same with the door. A little bit of overspray on the liner there. Paint on the roof there is kind of fading away at this leading edge. A little overspray on the glass run here. See, the cab corner's been painted before as well. You know, these trucks, as you can see right here, pretty notorious for the paint coming off in sheets. So I suspect that was what this was. You can see here the paint started peeling back, and so somebody, you know, rest of the truck is good, you might as well paint it. And, you know, some bubbles in the paint here, you can tell. You know, maybe they didn't spend $1 billion having the paint done. But for a big old diesel truck, so imperfections here and here. For a big old diesel truck, looks pretty good. You know, it's a people use the term 10-footer, 20-footer. This is about a 5-footer. You know, it actually shines all right. Dent in the bedside here. Crack in the paint. This bed has been rhino lined. Fair amount of dents in it. It's noteworthy. Rhino linings. It's funny, they painted a bunch of stuff, but at the top of this tailgate here, it's got this big old utility bumper on it. 7-pin for the trailer. It does have a trailer brake, which is, I don't know, you buy one of these diesels because you're going to tow with it, and so that's what it's got. It's set up for that. Oh, this side's been painted too. I bet you it's mostly been painted complete. See the same here with the peeling and the jam there, and then this hard tape line here where they taped it. They back taped it and painted the exterior. Again, presentable truck. A little bit of imperfections here. It looks like maybe it used to have like an impact strip down the side. Maybe that's what this imperfection is. Sharp looking truck. Bumpers are in pretty good shape. There's some marks on the pad. But let's look inside before we go for a drive. And we'll look under the hood too. It's got some mods. Again, I'm not super well versed in these trucks, But I'll point out what I can see under the hood as far as mods. There's that trailer brake I was talking about. Carpet's kind of discolored. It's in decent shape, but it's a little bit stained. The seats. So somebody put these relatively well-made real tree camo seat covers on it. You know, I don't know if I can get these off without destroying them. And they've done a pretty good job protecting the seat. The seat's got a little fraying on this little piping edge here, but it seems to me that the fabric underneath is in pretty good shape. It doesn't feel like it's torn up under here. I can kind of get my fingers under there. It seems like it's in good shape. Doesn't feel like the bolster's all tore up. I don't know officially. Looks like maybe the foam is a little bit damaged under here. A little divot. It's funny, there's a lever here for the lumbar. Maybe I'll cut these off, we'll see. If I do, I'll reshoot the interior. Headliner is starting to sag in this one corner. I've sat in this truck and moved it around. I haven't driven it yet, but I've just moved it around and my head doesn't hit it. I'm like 5'8" and change. Sorry, 5'8". 5'10" and change. My head doesn't hit it. So, you know, use that. The mirror is here. It's just not on. It's over here. So that's gonna get reaffixed. I'll make sure to snag a photo of that. It's got this aftermarket CD player, which does work. 191,860 is the mileage. And we've got exhaust temp, boost gauge, trans temp, and that's all related to the mods. So let's start it up. Oh, one other thing. The steering wheel doesn't seem to be in the best of shape. It's had this kind of cover, you can kind of see, adhered on here. I'm sure it will come off, but you can see with tape and wrapping, and there's where the original leather is, it's not in the best of shape, the actual wheel. So having this on here is actually seemingly better. The temp knob is missing. It's on heat right now. I'll see if I can find another knob and maybe we can get this to turn, because I'm having a hard time turning it without the knob. We'll do a cold start before we drive it. It's been sitting here idling while I was doing the photos. The guy doesn't seem like it wants to pop out, and I don't want to force it. No, no. Yeah, it's missing a screw right there. So I'm not going to force that. Point tray works. Okay, let's look under the hood. I'm not really going to be able to talk because this is going to be a noisy affair. You know, normally I leave stuff running when I do this, but it's noisy. It's not allowed, it's not a quiet truck. All right, well, maybe I have to, hold on. Okay, well, power door locks don't seem to work. So that's a thing. It makes noise. Okay, well, it feels like this just isn't connected, but we'll see. Windows. Passenger one's a little squeaky. Those are working. There we go. Mirrors. Okay. Driver's side, check. Passenger side, check. Got all speeds on the blower motor. Maybe our blend door's not going. But it feels like it's only on defrost, which is better than only on vent. So that's a thing. Lights work. Signals. High beams. It's pretty much it in here. The dash does have some cracks. You can see a big one here that's got some tape over it. A few smaller ones over here. Another big crack right there. Super common on these Rams. Usually they're actually even worse than this. They're pretty inside out, so they like to explode. So cracks, totally common here. Why don't we do this? Why don't we start it back up, go for a drive, see what it's like behind the wheel, and go from there. All right, let's ride. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, let's pull into this gravel lot real quick and see if we can test out four-wheel drive. So I don't really know the procedure here, but we're gonna find out. So that should be 2 high. That should be 4 high. Maybe I've got to engage it first. Let's see. We've got to be in 4 high first. Maybe I need to be in neutral, not park. Maybe that's it. Ha, that was it. Okay, so I should be in 4 low now. Oh yeah, that's 4 low. Haha, here clawing at the gravel. Okay. Neutral. Neutral, 4 high. That should be 2 high. I think we're there. Yep. All right. Okay, that is a very big diesel truck that makes very big diesel truck noises. So yeah, that's it. Check out the auction. Follow the link in the description below to see how it does, or to place a bid perhaps. And yeah, thanks for tagging along and checking it out with me. Bye.